want to tell you. If the great wits of the past were living today, and by great wits of the past, I mean the likes of Voltaire, Alexander Pope, Oscar Wilde, Dorothy Parker, Alexander Woollcott, H.L. Mencken, Satchel Paige, Yogi Berra. If those brilliant minds were in this room, it would be because they had been making films, and those films would be films like The Jerk, Dead Men Don't Wear Plaid, and Three Amigos. If you say, now I'm sorry, Tom, but I have to disagree. I don't think so. I would say back to you in the parlance of this esteemed honoree, oh yes, they would. They would. Because Steve Martin is the equal of all those stellar minds, all those timeless wits. Steve Martin has altered the state of comedy for the last 4 decades and imprinted humor for all of time by his stand-up, by his television appearances, his books, his memoirs, his essays, and his plays. His output has equaled, even surpassed, that of those other classic wits. And in a career of writing films such as those just mentioned, and of course acting in some we have seen here tonight, Pennies from Heaven, All of Me, Roxanne, Parenthood, Steve long ago established himself as a movie-making presence of the first order. Now name the geniuses from any other era of Hollywood: Harold Lloyd and Buster Keaton, Preston Sturges and W.C. Fields, Blake Edwards and Woody Allen. Pick the decade, with the artists who crafted the great comedy films and performances, as well as the surprisingly astute dramatic stories, and recognize the place Steve Martin has earned in the firmament. He has made films both of his time and of timelessness. Now, have you heard the joke about the professional banjo player who became a millionaire? He had been a billionaire, but then he took up playing the banjo professionally. Steve Martin is both that very man and his allegorical opposite. He is currently playing the banjo all over the world and reaping the benefits of that career choice. There's another great banjo joke. Here's something you will never hear in your lifetime. Oh, that's the banjo player's Tesla. Steve Martin is also the kid who did magic tricks in Disneyland, who said funny things in smoke-filled clubs over 2 shows a night, who sold out arenas to thousands of screaming fans, and whose appearances on TV caused the same sensation, the same anticipation as those of the Beatles, and who also went on to make classic movies that will be seen and studied and enjoyed and laughed at forever. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to present this Academy Honorary Award in recognition of his extraordinary talents and for the unique inspiration he has brought to the art of motion pictures, to Mr. Steve Martin.